So, I've got this to open, exciting, and I've opened a can of worms in here because I'm changing things around. You might not notice. If I hadn't said anything, you wouldn't know, but I am. I'm changing the order of everything I do in here. Long has it been chronological, but I'm thinking of changing all that soon, but I won't bore you with that now. It's all because of that B-wing, that new position of that. It's meant that I'm changing things in here. Long story short, so anyway, I'll kind of work on that. I'm off next week, so I'll be able to get things sorted. And yeah, anyway, enough about that. Although I haven't been in here for a while, all week this week really, so it's quite nice to just sort of come in to sort of soaking it up myself. Right, so I've got this to open, which was sent to my PO box, so I'm going to do that right now. And the guy who sent this, I'm pretty damn sure he said he wants to see me open it on camera. So I'm going to do it usual Mike style. I'm going to get in front of camera. You're going to see my little face and my reaction. But I have been in front of camera recently anyway, for the shorts I've been doing, so I will do that right now. I'm going to flip the camera around and do it. All right, then let's get on with this. Yeah, I just thought I'd show you some other freaky angles. I never see the room from this angle, but look at that. It's kind of like we're in Galaxy's Edge, isn't it? Right behind the Falcon. There's the barge in the background. And that's the can of Stormtrooper beer my nephew gave me. I've kept hold of that can. I don't quite know what I'm going to do with it. But anyway, as you can see, the sun is kind of setting and it's the end of October now. So it's getting dark. Hold me closer, Red. It's getting dark. So I have to have the main lights on in here. But I've got a better camera since a year ago when I used to film in here with the lights on, so hopefully it's alright. But I could do with a better lighting rig, really. The only thing that's light in this room now is that light right there. But, you know, it's not a professional thing. It's just a house light, but, you know, the LED, whatever. But anyway, I'm waffling. God almighty, let's just get on with this. So before I open this, it's inside a bag. If I cover his address there. You know, he's got it. There it is there, and it's got my PO box is right there. Don't think there's anything else confidential. Yeah, anyway, so then, I don't know, there's someone's written Wirral on the top of this. I thought, why is it in this packaging? But then I saw this morning, and it says item damaged or whatever before arrival in UK. So I hope everything's alright. It says, dear customer, we are sorry that the enclosed item sent from abroad and addressed to you was received damaged by Royal Mail at the point of entry in the UK. If you think any items contained within the package are missing or damaged, it is Collector 1970, the guy. I think that's you. There's just so many. There's like Death Star 1973. There's loads of people. It gets confusing. Please ask the sender to contact the postal authority with whom the item was originally posted so that investigations can be undertaken. Royal Mail is unable to accept liability. It's passing the book. If you require any further information, yeah, there's a phone number I can call there. But I really hope nothing's missing. I mean, it didn't look damaged to me, but anyway, let's get it open. Yank! So his name is Michael, and he's followed the channel for a while, I believe. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's weird. I don't quite know what the problem is here, but I'm just going to cover his address again. There's the package, and there's the so-called damage. Have they taped it up? Let me know, man. There's my PO box in the front, but you know, I'm excited for this. He said to do it in front of the camera, so here I am. And I went to have a look for this last weekend, so what are we now? We're Thursday now. And I had to go to the postal dispatch yesterday because I'm expecting the Emperor and Throne, which has actually gone to my local post office, not the dispatch. So when I was at the dispatch, I've just seen something really cool in here. I thought, well, I'll see what's at the post, what's being delivered to my PO box, and it was this, so it's arrived, man. I was going to ping you a little message to say, what is this? Oh, wow. I love it. I've got something I need here, man. Who is that? Identification, please. I think it's... I can't remember his name. It's also another one of them. I need it. I've got enough now to have a nice round on the bar now. Brilliant. In fact, actually, that will replace the one that was broken. And this guy, is it Giran? That's certainly his species. I don't think it's Giran, actually. He's not. Oh, it might be. Look at this guy. Identification viewers. Look at that. I don't know my stuff enough. Okay, just like... Where are you, camera? There you are. Just like Kathleen Kennedy, I'm just going to break in here. Do you remember when she said that? He is so significantly important to the next episode. Oh, well, that's good to hear. Mark Hamill. I'm cutting in here. I'm just going to break in here. Because I filmed my video. I'm going to add this into it. But I've got in touch with Daniel Chart, right? And I messaged him and he texted back and he said, that's the name of this character. So I sort of messaged him back and I said, how'd you pronounce it? Is it Nisad, Nisad? And he messaged back and he went, Nisad. And he said, you got a right touch there, mate. He says, apparently this is a really expensive figure. So I want to say thank you again. I don't know if my reaction was, I was obviously pleased to get this. I think it was an amazing figure. But if this is like one of the ones that are just like ridiculously expensive, I don't know what it goes for, but thank you. That's awesome. You know, but regardless of what the value of this is, that is a really good looking Nikto, that. And I tell you what, that's probably a contender for one of my favorites now. I mean, look at his outfit. I mean, great helmet, that, and sculpt and everything and weathering. But what I mean is my favorite is down here. Hang on a minute. Where is he? Can you see him? I can't see what I'm filming, but there's my favorite figure probably ever. Love that Nikto, and that's amazing. But that's like, you know, imagine that in the vintage collection. But apparently in the legacy collection, Daniel said, in the legacy collection it was just called the Gunner. But he's got a name. They've all got names now, haven't they? Even him, he's got a name. This fella, where is he? There, him. I keep forgetting what he's called, actually. Anyway, back to the video. Boom. Is it focusing on that? But that is awesome. That is a really good looking Nikto, man. And he's got what I describe as Viking helmet with flap. Look at that. That's awesome. No weapon, but I've got spares. That's brilliant, man. Thank you. What else? What is there? Wow. Nice. You did tell me about this, so there's a spoiler. I knew this was coming. But this is awesome. And just to think the value he goes for now, it is a second Starkiller, man. But I can see him coming back. That's great because I've already got him set up, Starkiller, with this armor. But I want to have him in TIE Fighter attire because it's great. The vintage collection of then, 2 figures in one. You could do the same with Fordo. Great, man. Thank you so much, Michael. AKA Collector 1970. I hope I've got that right. That's a bit embarrassing, isn't it, if I didn't have that right. What am I doing? I'm just looking at this. Let me just get him set up. That's great. But I did have a second Starkiller myself. I got for £4 mint in Tesco in 2015. £4 on the peg. And now he goes for whatever. Even the Black Series re-release is expensive now. But you know, it's mad, isn't it? The stuff that we've all bought in Tesco on reduction that's just gone up. There is Starkiller, and there's all the accessories. Thank you so much. You know, that's a valuable thing for you to send on to me. But it will have pride and place on these shelves, for damn sure. I think I'm going to put that in my Imperial section as opposed to having it in. I've got one for Legends now, and one Legends Expanded Universe, and then one for. At the Empire, the Imperial sector. Thank you so much for watching. Let's put these both in shot now. In fact, you know what? I'm going to cut, flip it round. You can see it with the better camera. Hang on. There's that guy. Look at him. He's awesome, but I don't think that's Giran. I think that's somebody else. There's so many characters in Return of the Jedi that a lot of them, the names escape me. He could have been anywhere, as far as I'm concerned. He could have been on the deck of the katana or on a skiff, but wow, he's cool. It's not Giran. Giran's the guy who's I think that's Giran, isn't it? Sidekick of Malakili or Malakili, and there is Starkiller. I love Starkiller. If you have never seen the cutscenes from Force Unleashed, a game I've never played in my life, but I feel like I have because I've watched those cutscenes a few times. Force Unleashed and Force Unleashed 2 is good, but Force Unleashed number 1 is brilliant. I love it. It really feeds into the politics of the rule of two. It opens up what the relationship and the chemistry is between Sidious and Vader, really. I'm just fascinated by being sat here. I'm just going to give you another little tour of everything. This is all going to kind of change soon. It's sort of like very bare. This is one of the reasons why I'm going to change things. Empire Strikes Back is dead. Look at it, it's just figures. I've been totally sold on the idea of using pieces for dioramas like that, and now everything else seems pretty bare. I've got that for the, you know, well, you can see what I've done for the little bit of a, you know, tribute or whatever to the Bespin carbon freezing chamber, but things like that are pretty cool. That would look great with some Death Star background, but I like that. The sabers set everything off, so I like the plain background when you've got sabers. You've got 4 sets of figures there depicting the battle between Obi-Wan and Vader. You know, hard goods to soft goods to statues to crappy Power of the Force 2. I love it. I love that. It's the colours of Star Wars. As a kid, I was fascinated by the red and the blue saber, and that the Return of the Jedi when you had the red and the green. I loved that. Loved that Luke's saber. Doesn't mean much as much now when you've seen loads of green sabers now, but back then it was like wow. And I've moved this up here just as a little bit of a. It's not going to be permanent, but I was just trying things out. And here's a little bit of a look. I'm mixing everything up a bit more now. I thought I'd put that one there because it's such a good looking X-Wing with good weathering. But anyway, that's all for now. And yeah, some guy was asking me to show him a shot of the side of my ATST. Well, this one here is a nightmare. This one doesn't move that much. This is the Black Series one. I think I've talked about this in a previous video. I've not actually uploaded yet. But that one doesn't move very much. This one does. I've even got that there for safety. But I think I've got it in the sweet spot. I could move it away and it'll be all right. But yeah, it's all right now. But do you know what? You've got to find the sweet spot. This is a fucking nightmare, this one. It was collapsing, buckling, the slightest pressure. All right then, thank you for watching. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only One, if you're new around here, subscribe. And the P.O. Box if you want to send anything, which is very kind of him to send something. But you know, the P.O. Box is there in the description if you want to send anything to Only One Kenobi to add to these shelves. You know, it would be much appreciated and it would be most valued and part of my collection forever. This has been Only One Kenobi. Only One. Out.